Hi, y'all. I'm Allison. October is getting scarier than normal because we've already passed the midpoint of the month and I am still playing TBR games. That's right, I need to pick more books to read in October. And to do it, I am going to bring back my Sims. They've been laying dormant for far too long. So we are going to enlist their help and find more books to add to my pile of possibilities for the month of October. Now, of course, I'm looking for as many spooky Halloween vibe books as I can get. And we are going to go to Windenburg to find them. So we're going off the normal beaten path because I haven't played my Sims since the last time and nothing has changed at the Rambler's house. So this is a random house that I built years ago and I thought I would take y'all there. I did decorate it for Halloween. I also have enlisted the help of some of y'all's favorite Sims. That's right, we're bringing back Lilith and Nixie, Natasha, and Hayden. I remembered her name, along with Goldie. So they are going to be picking more books for me. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the game and cross our fingers because honestly, my month is scary enough. So I'm just hoping they'll be kind. We are going to go for 6 books. Yeah, you heard me. 6 more. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so Goldie is coming out to get us. Let's go ahead and follow her inside and we'll find out what books I'll be reading. So this is really simple. I've had my author Sims as they're writing books, title them with a TBR prompt. Then we just load up the bookcase with it. All I've got to do is tell them to read something. So let's see if we can get Goldie to pick our first one before she runs off to the bathroom. I just love her Victorian look. She just looks stunning, I think. Okay, what's our first prompt? Castle on cover. This works for Halloween. All right. Okay. Don't you just love the girls? I love their costumes and the house. I will admit this was a quick decoration job, but I'm happy with how it turned out. I think it works. So Goldie, we got her first and she picked an appropriate one. This Castle on the cover. This came up in Phoenix Rose's round of Just Spin It. And I was tempted to go with Lugwood Conspiracy, which is what I recommended to them. But I've got such a big list and I want some Halloween vibe stuff. So I am going with Dracula the Undead. This is the sequel to the original classic by Drake Stoker and Ian Holt. I believe this is like the great nephew of Bram Stoker. Don't quote me. I know he's family. That part you can quote. Oh, here it is on the back. He is the great grandnephew of Bram Stoker, living in South Carolina. Okay, by the way, Ian Holt is a well-known Dracula historian, so between the two of them, it should be paying the proper respect to the original tale. And I like this. We're fast-forwarding 25 years from Dracula's time. Lily, can you drop it? I know, girl. I'm sorry. I had to take it. Everybody knows the drill by now. She'll get it back when I'm done. Anyway, this is 25 years after the events of Dracula, and it's London, 1912. So this time we have Quincy Harker, the son of Jonathan and Mina. Quincy's going to leave law school to pursue a career on the stage, and he stumbles upon a troubled production of Dracula, directed and produced by Bram Stoker himself. So the play plunges Quincy into his parents' troubled past with all of those terrible secrets, and death begins to stalk the original band of heroes that defeated Dracula 25 years ago. So I am really looking forward to this. I bought this way back in the day on sale at Borders. So this is probably, I'm guessing 2009. That's going to be my guess. Oh, 2009 copyright. So maybe I got it 2010 since it was the half price. I really need to read this because this sounds incredible. I did the audio of Dracula, I think 2 Halloweens ago or last year. Loved every second of it. So it's got some big shoes to fill. All right, let's go back into the game and see what my next pick is going to be. So far, we're doing pretty good. And we'll start our pile. So you may hear some little meowing in the background, and that's because the girls just adopted 2 little kittens. There is Boomer and Socks around here somewhere. You know, for Halloween, I figured we needed a black cat. Why not have 2? Nixie is over here doing some sit-ups. Let's make sure she gets some cat food in there, and then we will have her pick our next prompt. Sweet. Murder in Title. That's going to be another great one. Definitely fits for Halloween, and I think I have quite a few of those in my bookshelves. I had so much fun dressing Nixie in her Halloween costume. Doesn't she look incredible? I absolutely love it. Yeah, perfect. You may recognize her. I know she was the August one. I've got a thumbnail's got her with her feet in the pool because she's a mermaid. Okay, and she gave us Murder in the Title. This is one I actually added right before I played this game because I noticed I have a lot of books with murder in the title, and I want to get to them because, you know, they're my mysteries, and I'm really feeling mysteries right now. So I am going with 8 Perfect Murders by Peter Swanson, and another one I've been holding on to, but I think this came out in 2022, 2021, somewhere in that range. It says, how do you get away with murder? Make it look impossible. So this one, it has 8 authors, I believe. Yeah, years ago, a bookseller and mystery aficionado compiled a list of fiction's most unsolvable murders, chosen from amongst the best of the best. Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders, Patricia Highsmith's Strangers on a Train, and Ira Levin's Death Trap. And he titled it 8 Perfect Murders. Once we get up to present day, Mal is the owner of the Old Devil's Bookstore in Boston, and no one's more surprised than him when the FBI shows up at his door, looking for information about a series of murders that looks unearrily like the list that Mal had constructed all those years ago. The agent isn't the only one interested in the bookseller, because the killer is out there stalking him as well. So I am looking forward to this. It supposedly has its own way with the tropes of the mystery thriller, including that genre mainstay, the unreliable narrator, according to the Wall Street Journal. So it's been sitting over here waiting for me, and hopefully I can get to it this month. But we have Murder in the Title. All right, let's go back into the game and see what's going to be next. So Lilith is having a lot of fun on the computer, but you know what? Perfect. She did it on her own. Oh, she's putting a book away. Okay, let's have her read something. Let's see what she's going to give me. I hope it's a good one. She's not too happy. It's because she's not wearing her costume. We'll have to get her redressed. I can't see. I love Lilith. I guess she's going to tell her own story. She's telling herself a story. She's talking to herself. Okay. Read your book. Okay, wait. Here we go. Finally, we got it. Choose a book with a one-word title. Okay, and you know what? Let's go ahead and There we go. Now she's dressed. Okay, Lilith looks awesome too. Once I got her dressed properly. So I'm always worried that she's going to start snacking on her roommates because she is a vampire, you know. But she took care of her dinner needs while I was setting everything up for the TBR game. So she had just eaten right before we started filming, which her roommates are probably grateful for. Okay, so Lilith pulled a classic prompt from TBR Games, and that is the one-word title. Who's more suited to a classic prompt than a vampire? I can't think of anyone. So this month, I have the opportunity to read 2 books from the same series in the same month. Dare I say it? Back to back. It's almost unheard of in BookTube. But I am going with Linger by Maggie Savata. That's right. It's part 2 in the Shiver series, and we've got werewolves in this one. So hopefully I will find time to get back to these 2 because I really loved them way back in the day. All right, let's go back into game, and you know what? Let's go bug Hayden. We haven't gotten to her yet, and she's got a really cool firefighter outfit. So let's go have her show it off. All right, next up, let's get Hayden to read something as Lilith goes down the hall. Oh, just walked through the wall. Wonder where she's going. Feeling antisocial. All right, we've got A to Z title. Have to use a random letter generator. Okay, spinner wheel. Didn't I get this one not too long ago? I feel like I did, but I don't remember. Okay, well, actually, I need to go back to the computer. We got to pull up the wheel. I'll record, we'll spin, and then I'll find my book. Over here. Okay, let's see what we get. Are you kidding me? Z. That's evil. It fits for Halloween. I don't know how many. Okay, I'm gonna go find a book that begins with a Z. One that came to the top of my head was the Zombie Guide, but I got rid of that. I unhauled it a few months ago, which it was worth unhauling. Oh, there's Zoya by Daniel Steele. I had that one from the library, although I had to return it. That puppy is thick. So good. Okay, let me see if I can find something else. At least I know I have a fallback. So this is an exercise in I'm going to fail. Because I remembered the good thing about getting Z is I could go to Storygraph and sort by title, but go Z to A. And the only book I had that starts with a Z is the Zombie Survival Guide. So I don't have one. And I don't have Zoya. So I was going to say I could get Zoya from the library, but let's face it. There is no way I'm reading that book this month. It's massive. I think what I'm going to do, under the circumstances, I'm going to spin for a new letter. I think that's fair. Okay, and just for good measure, I went and did it on Goodreads too. By the way, I have like 1,456 books in that list. Again, doing the descending order, the only Z was a zombie. So I need to get some Z books. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to respin. So let's do that. Okay, there it goes. I should have hit Z. I hope it doesn't show up again. And we get W. I've got W's everywhere. I'm surrounded by W's. Okay, I'm going to find one. I will be right back. I'll be back. That's pretty good, huh? Okay, I'm going to go with a double W. What lives in the woods? We got 2 W's. This is by the author of Scritch Scratch. So it's a middle grade Teeth chattering, eye bulging, shuddering and shaking, chills at the back of your neck, ghost story. And I want a good ghost story. I don't know that I have one on my list. Ginny's just wanting to do a writer's workshop, and her family is taking them up to Michigan to stay for a month instead. Yeah, they're not staying in a normal hotel. They will be living in and restoring the century-old Woodhouse Manor. And there is something creepy out in the woods. It's a creepy house, and there's rumors abound of what lives in the surrounding woods. Legend says the forest is inhabited by prowling creatures with glowing eyes that prey on campers who are never seen again. Oh, I was just talking to somebody in the comments today about urban legend prompt, and they were saying, what if there's just a legend in the book itself as part of the story? This one has like an urban legend in it, so I would say it's got a legend in it. Okay, anyway, I transgress. I'm on topic. Okay, I'm a little keyed up today, so let's add this to our stack. Yes, and go back to the game. I'm in the middle of doing the start and stop buddy read, and it's got, and my brain is gonna explode because, you know, we're reading this book and we're breaking it up into 5 segments. It is so much fun to do, but I don't know. So I am about to read part 3, and part 2 just went up today, and there's still comments coming in on part 1, and now comments from part 2 are coming in, and I got to film part 3 and have that edited to go up to, and my brain, I feel like I'm living in 3 universes at once. I am a multiverse. I'm a living multiverse. Okay. So, oh yeah. And what am I doing? Instead of doing all of that, I'm filming the Sims video. Hello, on brand. I'm Allison. Nice to meet you. And I may have had too much caffeine today. So, what am I? Sims. And we're going back into game. And our next contestant will be, I'm trying to see it, Natasha. Okay, she's got the Viking vibe going on. She looks so cool. I love her makeup. Okay, let's go see what she's going to direct me to. I think, yeah, Natasha is up. She has gone Viking. While she goes to the bathroom, I will give y'all a look at the house. This was kind of tight quarters. It's a little tough to move around. It was Lilith with the trash. I love her. She's so funny. I guess you can't do that walk while you're going down the stairs. Okay, let's see if Natasha is. Everybody's obsessed with the trash all of a sudden. There, let's put the walls down and see if that makes it better. Okay, Natasha, you need to read something. Let's try it again. So she's got like a Viking look, which I think looks really cool. I like her makeup. She's not too happy though. Oh, the house is still set to cool from the summer. Okay, what's her book? Animal on cover. Okay, so Natasha got us animal on the cover. Should be okay to do that. It shouldn't be too difficult because, you know, they love to put animals on the spooky books. You know, you got your cats and your crows and your ravens and wolves and all of that stuff. So I'm going to see what I can find. Okay, perfect. I really want to read this one this month. I don't own it yet, but I'm going to get it, I think, as an ebook, which pains me. I would rather own a physical copy of Pumpkin Spice Cafe because look at that cover. I love it. Okay, so Jeannie's aunt gifts her the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, which is set in the ideal little town, and Jeannie jumps at the chance for it to get away from her boring old desk job in the city, and she moves out to Dream Harbor to live her dream, running a little store. And then we have the grumpy guy who is running some kind of a shop. I take it back. We have a grumpy farmer. So these two are going to come together in this cozy romance that's supposed to have kind of like a Gilmore Girls vibe, you know, with with Lorelai and Luke, you know, that kind of a dynamic setting, everything. And I am looking forward to it, especially look at that cover. It just screams fall and all of that good stuff. All right, let's go back into the game. And this should be our last one. Are you ready? Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's have Lilith pick us one more book. See what she gets. She's got one of the blue ones. And it is... Scratch that. I can remove one book from this month's TBR. It can be any title and can be chosen after list is complete. That is awesome. I don't think I've ever gotten as much love from a vampire as I just did. Lilith gave me, scratch that. I get to drop any book I want. I don't know. This is actually going to be hard. That's a really good list. What if I don't want to drop one? Especially because, honestly, I'm probably not going to read them anyway, because, not yet anyway. But they will be going on my Wheel of Shame, so it does make a difference. Okay, out of those, as much as it pains me, I am going to drop Linger, simply because this is the only book in the set that's a reread. And I already know I love it. So I am going to set this aside. And this is also good any time of the year. So I think these kind of, I would like to read these during Halloween season if I can. So no offense whatsoever to Shiver or Maggie Stavater, but this is the one I'm going to take off the list. Can't believe I just did that. Okay, we actually have to do one more because... if I don't, then instead of having, because I was supposed to do 6 bins, taking one off, should take me down to 5 books. The way it stands right now, if you add my ebook, I'm only at 4. So let's go and get my 5th book and hope that that's it. Hopefully I'm not tempting fate here. Okay, we'll go back in and see who's available. I love Nixie's costume so much, so we'll have her read something. I just love the orange and black. We'll see what she gets. Okay, there we go. Hey, I own that. Choose a book from the owned books list on your Storygraph tab of the Storygraph website. Okay. I hope this prompt still works because they have changed the layout of their website since I created that. Oh, okay. Wait, this works out really good because we got the hey, I own that. Not only did Storygraph change their layout because prompt was made a couple years ago, and I'm only going to have like 3 books to pick from. So instead of having to go through that whole rigmarole and setting up the screen recording and everything, I can put Linger back on. Pretend I picked a book from the Storygraph Own tab and then drop it. So we're back down to our 5 like we're supposed to be. That worked out really good. I'm a little scared. You know, when things go well in The Sims, it's actually kind of a bad sign of things to come. But we'll have to see. All right. Oh, let me take you back in and give you a little look at the house. So I'll give y'all a little look at the house. It looks like everything broke all of a sudden. So here is their living area. Got a nice view of the lake or the ocean out those windows. And then back here we just have some very simple basic bedrooms and bathrooms. This was one I was experimenting with. They couldn't have anything if it could be handmade with the bench. They had to make it. They couldn't buy anything. So most of this wooden furniture is all handmade. So anyway, there's the kitchen. Some simple Halloween decorations. And here's an overhead. I lucked out with this one because it already had the orange rug and the yellow couch and everything. So it ended up being very Halloween colored palette, which I like. And in case you missed it, here's a view of the outside. Kind of a simple, basic, semi-starter home. Yeah, there wasn't much there, but I am proud of it. This is a build I did a long time ago. Okay, our Sims will be back for Christmas. Hopefully I will have made some progress in the game file that I'm actually playing. If not, I will find another random house and we'll decorate it and pick some more books in December. In the meantime, I'm going to let them go back to hibernating. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I wasn't bouncing too high off the walls. I think I'm just a little keyed up. Lots of caffeine today. All right, everybody. Have a spectacular, spooky Halloween. And if you haven't done so already and you're enjoying this, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. And I hope to see you very, very soon. Bye.